Kelly Clarkson's chemistry makes use of well-known formulas. When an artist known for her explosive breakup anthems announces the split of her marriage, fans may react with a rude, albeit natural, assumption, well, at least the divorce album will be good. That was the reaction in 2019. When Adele divorced her now ex-husband Simon Konke, albeit she undoubtedly fueled the fire. When a fan inquired what her new album 30 will be about during the promotional cycle for her 2021 album 30, Adele replied with the instantly memed quote, "Divorce, babe, divorce." Nonetheless, she rose to the occasion. 30 was her most profoundly honest and stylistically daring record to date. Earlier this year, when Kelly Clarkson, another beloved, recently divorced powerhouse vocalist, announced the release of Chemistry, expectations were high for some scorched earth catharsis from the woman who unleashed the feel-good breakup song of the millennium, Since You Been Gone. After a holiday album and a covers EP, Chemistry is the first album of original pop material Clarkson has released in 6 years, following the debut of her popular, daytime Emmy-winning talk show and her 2020 split with her husband, Brandon Blackstock. The tracklist, featuring song titles like I Hate Love, My Mistake and Red Flag Collector, practically screamed divorce, babe, divorce. But Clarkson, 41, said she wanted Chemistry to depict a full arc of a relationship, including its high points. Favorite kind of high, an upbeat, electro-pop tune that Clarkson wrote with the producer Jesse Shatkin and Carly Rae Jepsen, attempts to capture the fizz of new infatuation. The slower, sultry Magic addresses a more long-term devotion. Magic takes time, and I've got my sights and they're set on you, she sings breathily. Clarkson delivers these vocals with her signature virtuosity, but she doesn't quite inhabit these relatively faceless songs as fully as she does when she's singing about love gone wrong. Clarkson has always brought a sharp authenticity and feisty independence to her recording career. The popular Kellyoke segment on her daytime program has become a showcase for her genuine appreciation for all sorts of music and proof that she can sing expertly in just about any genre. Chemistry never quite lives up to her reputation for excellence, though, and it fails to find a sound that fits the rawness of much of its subject matter. The album is often a showcase for the elemental power of Clarkson's voice and occasionally for her clever turns of phrase as a lyricist, but the arrangements too often rely on modern pop cliches rather than push for innovation or reach back to the soulful traditionalism of her 2017 LP, Meaning of Life. The production, helmed by Clarkson's longtime musical director Jason Halbert and her frequent producer Shatkin, along with new collaborators Rachel Orsher and Erica Serna, often feels excessively compressed and synthetic, keeping Clarkson's voice and emotion at an unfortunate remove. Down to You, with its sassy, hair-flipping energy, has a few zingers. I tried to be your friend, I won't make that mistake again, but its sputtering, faceless chorus demands about 1% of her voice's potential wattage. The wrenching, piano-driven torch song Lighthouse, on the other hand, gives her a little more breathing space and puts a spotlight on one of the album's most impassioned vocal performances. My Mistake relies on a more synthetic pop sound, but its swooping melody gives her more room to vamp. It's one of only 2 songs on the record Clarkson didn't help write. She imbues the other, the booming, 80 seconds inspired pop rock standout High Road, with a lived-in weariness and convincing emotional maturity. To become stronger, you have to listen, keep it open, don't try to hide it, and if you need love, don't try to fight it. Surprisingly, for a record spawned from the sorrow of divorce, Chemistry shines brightest when it drops the weight of melancholy and lets Clarkson loose. Starting with the octave-leaping Red Flag Collector, she shifts into a more conversational approach, eliciting a sensibility shared by country, cabaret, and Taylor Swift's We Are Never, Ever Getting Back Together, and lets her unique personality lead. On the stylistically restless I Hate Love, Steve Martin plays banjo, while Sheila E. contributes percussion on the sprightly ending That's Right. These 3 songs are still about a breakup, but they aren't emotional. Turns out I like things that you don't. Clarkson sings on the last track, before heading to the beach, which he supposedly despises, and reuniting with herself. Chemistry ultimately feels like a squandered opportunity for greater depth and daring. But it does sound like a vacation at times.